come action. Tell me what's happening. What's your mind wrapped in, wrapped around?
I have curly hair. I am 5'9". I have Nike shoes that are black. I own an SMP that plays a block game, in which I have poured 21 months into. I have a good education. I have split parents, among other things. None of those make me less of a person or beneath other people. And that seems to be the only thing that people say to me when I get into things like this. They comment on my hair, which I don't understand. They comment on, my shoes, which I like those shoes, so I don't understand that one either. I wanted to drop it, or a baboon. That's what someone just called me too. I wanted to drop it, and stop. But I was getting a lot of people saying that yesterday, after I said my piece, I said my freedom of speech and stuff like that, that after he disliked the video, or he got a lot of other people to dislike the video, I had a lot of people stick up for me, a lot of SMPs, and maybe someone did bot the video, but it wasn't me. A lot of people say that I bot my own video, and I got really angry at that, because I got angry at it because how is it fair that you get praised and people laugh when you dislike bot a video, or when you get your friends to dislike a video, but it's not cool, and it's wrong for me to try to counter it with support. Like when I get good support to rebuttal, it's uncalled for. It's bad. I have the right to say what's on my mind on my channel. I have the right to say anything on my channel, because it's my channel. I had somebody just say that it's bad enough that it's on Twitter, but Rain brought it to YouTube. Well, it's my channel. I can bring that to YouTube. You didn't have to watch the video. Nobody had to watch the video. If you saw the title, it was a clickbait title, and it made you want to watch the video. That's the reason why I had the title as that, to get people to watch it, because I wanted people to watch it, and I knew going into the video that people were going to say and talk. But I have expressed that I don't really care what people think when it comes to what I upload, because I do YouTube as an outlet for myself in order to get through some personal things, which I don't want to go into. And so if I have something that's bothering me, which has been this whole raw thinking they're tough, or they're bigger than everybody, I feel the need to express it, because I have the right to. I want to. And I need to get it off my mind. I want to get it off my mind. So saying that it's bad that I went to Twitter or went to YouTube with it, I feel is not appropriate, because you can't filter me, and I won't filter myself on YouTube. And my YouTube and Twitter are connected. If somebody on Twitter that follows me on Twitter sees something, I have the right to explain it on YouTube, because most of my audience is on YouTube, and I can explain it via my voice rather than my actions, rather than a piece of text. piece of text. And I've done this in the past. This isn't a fresh thing, you know? Like, this isn't something new. I've acted this way in the past and stuff like that. A lot of people are also saying that that I shouldn't have I should have just left it alone. But I also have a lot of people that are also defending me, and I appreciate that, but I don't want people defending me. I've taken a huge toll while on YouTube from people that are just plain dumb, in my opinion, not very bright, and I feel like I can handle it. There are a few comments that I feel take a little bit of an extra toll on me when it deals with my family and personal issues. I don't appreciate those. So hey, if you're looking to put me down, talk about my family. There you go. Well, when stuff like that does happen, I sort of draw the line, because by then, is it worth it? By now, every single thing that I've gotten tweeted and it's the same thing. Look at this ramen head. But I actually like my hair now, because it's unique. My apologies that you have the same haircut that every other teenager in my high school has. Mine is unique, and you will remember it for the rest of your life. I guarantee you. 5 years later, you're going to see someone else with this haircut and be like, oh, I remember when I was on YouTube. The reason why I like it is because later you're going to see something similar and you're going to remember me. My point of doing YouTube is so that somebody remembers me and that I'm remembered for something. It's not to make money. It's to inspire people and to be remembered. And I stand by that, and I appreciate it. So if things like my hair will make you remember me, then I guess I'm happy. But my main point to all this, and then I'm going to be all peppy because that's what you want from me, right? Is I'm not going to censor myself because it's on a certain platform. YouTube is what I do. It's my therapy, so to speak. I'm not very good at venting my feelings, as I've been told. So I use YouTube as a way to vent and to extrovert my emotions. And you don't ever have to watch any of it. Ever. You don't have to. And I also find it funny, like, I'm usually done with it. I started the whole thing with 8 letters, but continuously they just keep coming back. Defending themselves is what they said, but in my opinion, they're just scared. They don't like being told that they're shit, basically. They don't like being told no. Or they don't like people thinking of them in a poor way. And so then they hate on everybody else and get all their fans who, in my opinion, if you're a fan of these people, you're already toxic. You're already lost if you're a fan of these guys, because of just some of the things that they've said, not only to me but to other people, is disgusting on a moral standpoint. So I have stopped a lot. I have said to a lot of people that I don't want to speak to these people anymore. I actually was approached via Twitter DM asking for peace, and I denied it because I don't think that they deserve an apology. I don't think that they deserve thinking that they're the good guys, or like, oh, we're the good guys, we're just wanting to end this, let's just end this. Like, they don't deserve that. They deserve to be locked up, because things that people like them and that I've seen other people say, you know, to a normal person, after a long time, it takes an emotional toll to the point of the bitter end, and the unforgivable. And I'm sure down the line, maybe we won't ever know, because, you know, you won't be told that. But I don't understand how they can sit with themselves and think, I don't understand how they can say these things to somebody without realizing that, hey, I'm affecting them emotionally. What if that person kills himself? Would they feel bad? Would they feel bad if it was posted on Twitter by my brother, a picture of my body in a casket saying he killed himself because of what you said? Would that make you feel better about yourself? Would that make you feel would your job be done then? Would you have won? Is that what you want? It's not just me. I've taken a lot of stuff like this. So me ending my life is not something that A, I'm joking about, or B, I'm saying is a possibility. I've decided to myself, if it ever got to that point where I was having those kind of thoughts, I would quit YouTube in general. And I've gotten through a lot of stuff, this is just a bump in the road. These guys are nothing, in my opinion. They're scum, and they're not scum because of the SMP. They're scum because it's not me that they've just treated this way. They treat a bunch of people this way. And like they're making fun of my hair when Vix has freaking noodle arms. I could snap those in like 2 seconds. Sometimes I've thought to myself, what? I have a car. I have gas money. I have a job. Why is it so hard, and why is going to meet these people in person and then settling it with your fist? You know, bam, bam, with my fist. Why is that not an option? I'll tell you why, because it's illegal. But if they, I feel like it shouldn't be, because if you can say anything you want via text, and you usually don't get any punishment. But, you know, assault and battery, that's a pretty crucial thing. I always get FPS drop when that goes, when I record at least. That's my little rant, because something was said over Twitter, and a lot of people like Linky. Shout out to Linky, he's a really great guy. Honestly, like, if I could go back and not do the whole stuff with Purge, like, and actually just sat down and talked to him. Like, if I could have just, instead of going to Twitter and instead of posting the IP, if I could have just sat down and talked to the guys before it got out of hand, I wish I would have. Because guys like Linky and Trident and Prime and Fluffy, those are really good guys, really good content creators too. And some of them have really stuck up for me, and I really do appreciate it. Everybody that I've talked to personally has said that Raw is pretty big scum. And I think it's actually funny in a way that the Raw members think that they have friends. I'm sure they have a lot of friends, but there are more people that talk crap behind their back than they think, in my opinion. But let me do a bit of a cut, and I want to tell you what I've just been doing. I wanted to vent, and wanted to vent. Okay, I haven't calmed down, but I've composed myself. I want to talk to you what I've been doing, and then I gotta get out of here because I gotta do some psychology and sociology, and then go to a volleyball game. I apologize. Like, I'm gonna put in the title, "Do not watch if you don't care," or in the description. I'll probably have something along those lines. That if you don't really want to deal with this drama anymore, or deal with my opinion anymore, do not watch, because I'm sick and tired of people yelling at me for going to YouTube about it when, like I said, it's my channel, and I sort of reserve the right to speak what I want. So that's basically why. So I don't know. I'm peachy at this moment, lads. So, what am I doing here? I am starting the Nether hub. Now, I am very mad at myself because of a few things. I tried my hardest to be original with this design. I really did. But I just can't. I've made now 4... I think I've made 4 Nether hubs. No, 3 Nether hubs. No, I've made 4. I made 4 Nether hubs. 2 of them or 3 of them were used in like an SMP setting, but only and like the other ones I just didn't use because they weren't good enough or they had flaws. So I have a lot of experiences with this type of thing, and every single design has had a flaw. Like season 1 was on top of the Nether, we did a big ring that had its flaw because every single time you had to break the bedrock. That was its flaw. Season 2 we did a copy of Jux's one, which was really good, but the only bad part about that one was that it was like you needed an elevator, and it just wasn't complete. It was a huge, it looked pretty. I liked the look of it a lot, but it wasn't conventional, if that makes sense. It wasn't conventional. Season 3 was an interesting one. Season 3 we did the hub mall, which was like a circle one, and then we had 1 lane. The problem with that one was we only had 1 lane, and you had to go off of that one, and I saw a lot of people like running into each other, and so that was the problem. But I've been watching a lot of Hermitcraft, and their hub is probably the slickest, cleanest, and most efficient design I've seen, and so that's the one we're gonna roll with here on World. And I'm not happy about that. Just want to say I'm not happy that I have to do that. I would more than honestly I would much rather make my own design that is mine fully and stuff like that. Like I really wanted it to be my own, but I just can't. Every design I came up with was a throwback to something else I've done, and once I did a throwback, I realized that, oh, this isn't gonna work. It didn't work last time. There's no way it would work again, you know. So I just ended up saying, you know, they have a really cool hub. Let's just build their hub, see if we can modify it a bit. And I'm not gonna call it my own because it isn't my own, you know. But it's our version. So this is the hub. If you don't watch Hermitcraft, I'll explain this to you. Basically, this is going to be a pathway. This is going to be exactly copied on the other side, meaning that people can go. There's going to be a lot of spots to go, and it's going to be on both sides. It'll be really nice. And the design of hub portals can be in this little space, and you have all of here. But you also can make little things here in the middle and go downwards, and I do like that. So I've been working on that lately. I'm using sort of gray blocks, but I do want to throw in some colors, but I just haven't been able to because I don't have a whole lot of colors. We did find the mesa, which I can go show you a bit too. It's down here. I found the mesa. It's over here, this way for mesa biome. It's like 3,000 blocks away, and I've been coring that out a little bit. I used a website chunk finder to find it, and so I found it on a website, and I used a lot of my iron, and I made a railway to get to it. And I'm not gonna take you there because it's nothing really special. Then so at first, because I did this a long time ago, like at the start of the season, like close to the first 2 weeks of the season, I needed clay, so I used the website again, and then traveled there, and it didn't work. Like the chunk wasn't right. The chunk wasn't right. It didn't show up right. And so I lost all faith in the website because I'm like, oh, well, probably because it's 1.9, this isn't going to work and stuff like that. And, excuse me, I was basically done with the site. But then I decided to try it again, found out it was working for the mesa. I tried out 2 different mesas. The first one I found legitly. I legitly went over to it. But it wasn't the same one that I had tried the other time. So I TP'd myself in spectator mode on another account, on the TheWorldSMP account, over to the second one, and it was the right one. So I think the chunks may have corrected themselves. That's happened a few times where a chunk has got corrupted, and so we just refreshed it, and it was a better version of it. And yeah, the other thing I did, like I said, I gained my faith back into the site, and so I looked for the slime chunk because they also have a way to get slimes. And look at this bullcrap right here. This is our slime chunk. You see where I had this sign? This was a slime. This was a slime chunk. But it goes into here. The chunk goes into here, which I'm not happy about. So what I think we might do is something like this. We block it off. This will be a line, and this will be all carved out. And then we'll just have like a little curvy path to get through here and like a glass thing. But I do want to start carving this out though, and see where this leads us, because I do need slimes for a lot of other stuff, and we can do a lot of stuff. We had a meeting the other day, the TheWorldSMP members and I, and it went pretty well. You'll see the effects of the meeting here soon. But we talked about when to fight the dragon and stuff like that, and I think we're gonna do that pretty soon because the updates that are coming out with the snapshots have been focused more towards PvP rather than the Oh crap! We're not gonna be able to do that. I think this room might not even be used. This whole room might just be shut out. I honestly think that would be better too. That means we'll have to go around though. Because with the slime chunk, you actually have to go farther out in order for them to jump off. So, I don't know. I hope that this is the last SMP video that you will ever have to hear about this whole nonsense. Because I am tired of talking about it, emotionally and physically. Tired of talking and discussing it. Because it's becoming really hard, because when I talk about it, there are a few people that I thought were my friends, or a few people I thought I was cool with, like Zadiaf, who ended up saying, like, there was a really mean comment that everybody flipped out about, and Zadiaf was like, no, keep doing it, he deserves it. And I'm like, I don't even know what I did to you. I didn't kick you for no reason. I didn't kick you because you were mean or something like that. I don't know, but I'm not backing down. I'm not like saying I'm giving up. I'm just going to, I guess, ignore it, which I guess you win. You did it. You did it. You won. Congratulations. Here's your medal. You made somebody feel like absolute crap about themselves. You and your fans and your mom should be proud. You did it. You made fun of somebody that said 8 letters and expressed their opinion, and you got butthurt about it. So shout out to Swako and Vix or Vigs. I don't even know how you even say his fucking name. He's so trash, and I didn't even know who he was till before all this. And Codass, who is a complete prick now. Even a bunch of people from Underworld agree, and a bunch of other people that tried to DDoS me and get my Skype. Shout out to Hybrid and people like them for sticking with me, even though they could have easily turned on me and gave out my Skype and stuff like that to get me DOSed. Shout out to all of them for sticking with me, and hopefully next episode we can do some fun stuff and not be dwelling on the past and stuff. But if you got here, please say something that you got to the end of the video. I want to know. And if you were just here, well, you wouldn't know, but I hope that the people that just came here and then left a like or something like that and left, I hope that they are happy to know that I'm done talking about this kind of stuff. And I want to talk more about how I'm done with other things too in the coming future, but it's a lot right now for me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, and we'll see you guys hopefully next episode. Goodbye.
Wrap my heart up in chains, fill my arms with the wine, and no walls with your pain, and let me think that everything's alright. Well, I've done wrong, I wasted time when the storms, the sun of mighty shine, but I finally got it down mine, 'cause I got a holding up my tongue. So baby, don't ever fear